start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank, smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our studios, currently we have partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the north at about 8 to 10 miles per hour. They do gust as high as 19 miles per hour. Today should be sunny with a high temperature near 54 degrees. Those north winds going to be 8 to 10 miles per hour. We expect mostly clear skies tonight with low temperature around 29 degrees and north winds will be about 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be sunny with a high temperature near 58 degrees. North winds will be 3 to 6 miles per hour and our wind chill values will be as low as 25 degrees early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night, we expect increasing clouds with a low temperature around 34. Winds will be out of the northeast at 5 to 8 miles per hour, becoming southerly after midnight. Then Wednesday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 58 degrees. Southerly winds will be 9 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. We expect mostly cloudy skies Wednesday night, low temperature around 43 degrees. It'll be breezy Wednesday night. Thursday, we have a 3 in 10 chance of showers during the afternoon with mostly cloudy skies, and our high temperature will be near 59 degrees with breezy wind conditions. Breezy conditions continue Thursday night with a chance of showers up until around midnight or a little later, with mostly cloudy skies and low around 47. Friday should be sunny with a high temperature near 66. Then Friday night, we expect partly cloudy skies, low temperature around 37. Saturday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 59. Then Saturday night, a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies, low around 37. And Sunday, a chance of showers with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 50 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
So many things in this old world feel a little bit off-kilter these days. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's at times like this when I crave those activities, places, and people that make me feel the most grounded. No one in my life makes me feel more grounded than my dad does. He's well-balanced, calm, and sensible in the most stressful and chaotic situations. I love both of my parents very much, and I'm not picking favorites here, but my dad is simply the best person I know. That is saying a lot because I know a lot of people. He's the best teacher of simple tasks as well as important life lessons. I learned from watching and listening to my dad the importance of a positive attitude. Through droughts, storms, equipment breakdowns, low prices when selling and high prices when buying, and all of those other frustrations and disappointments that go with farming, Dad always took the high road. When Dad was angry or frustrated, he did not take it out on his family. He turned that emotion into something positive. Most of the advice I received from Dad I picked up by following his example, but there were times when he offered it. Dad demonstrated the importance of being part of the community you are in, whether it was serving on the County Fair Board, the County Farm Bureau, FSA County Committee, the Cemetery Board, or frying fish at the Glasgow Picnic. His is and always has been a servant's heart. He does it for the cause, not the applause. I hope you have activities, places, and most importantly, people to help ground you when needed. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents. Brownfield farm broadcasters are on the ground at state, national, and sometimes international events throughout the year, providing timely and relevant news to its audience. They utilize several social media platforms and digital channels to engage with viewers and listeners and stay up to date with agricultural news. Brownfield, a brand farmers and ranchers know and trust. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
The weather, the market, the soil. Corn farmers know some things are inconsistent, except for Veltima fungicide from BASF. It consistently outyields other fungicides on average by 7 bushels per acre, consistently wins in on-farm head-to-head comparisons, and consistently makes for happy farmers. Veltima fungicide. Visit RevXFields.com for full results. Always read and follow label directions. Yield data based on summary of 2019 through 2022 RevX Field Scale Demonstration Trials.
Just inside of half court. Bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Monday at midday, direct cash cattle markets are quiet and cash hogs are mixed. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update. Direct cash cattle markets are quiet. As usual for Monday, the big feature is the distribution of this week's show list. Bids and asking prices are not established, with widespread activity not expected until the second half of the week. Last week's light to moderate business was at 176 to 179 live, mostly 178 in Texas, up $3, and mainly 178 to 179 in Kansas, 4 to 5 higher. Dress sales were at 275 to 283, primarily 280, a week-to-week gain of $3. At the Lexington Livestock Market feeder cattle sale in Nebraska, compared to the previous test, steers weighing more than 700 pounds were steady to 6 higher, while heifers weighing more than 600 pounds were steady to 3 lower. USDA says demand was moderate to good from the buyers in the crowd and some internet activity. Receipts were down on both the week and the year. Medium and large number 1 feeder steers weighing 700 to 800 pounds brought 238.50 to 259, and 850 to 900 pound steers are reported at 232 to 234. Medium and large number 1 feeder heifers weighing 6 to 700 pounds sold at 237 to 257. 7 to 8 weight heifers in Lexington range from 221 to 237. Box beef at midday is steady to firm with light movement. Choice was unchanged at 293.08, and select beef was up 34 cents at 283.81. Cash hogs are mixed with very light open and negotiated sales at the major direct markets. The recent pattern has been a relative lack of buyer interest at those major direct markets to start the week as they get a look at their near-term needs, on-hand supplies, and demand signals. Wholesale demand held up very well for most of January, but is starting to show some signs of slowing down. More on that in a moment. National direct barrels and gilts opened 48 cents lower at the base price range of 57 to 64.50 for a weighted average of 62.01. Iowa, southern Minnesota, and the western Corn Belt both had no recent comparison with the weighted average of 61.30. The eastern Corn Belt was not reported due to confidentiality. Midwest butcher hog markets are steady at 48 today. Illinois direct sows are $2 higher at 29 to 41 with moderate demand for moderate offerings. Barrels and gilts are up $2 at 30 to 40, also on moderate demand and offerings. Pork at midday was down 68 cents at 87.72. Loins were lower and bellies dropped sharply, canceling out higher moves in butts, picnics, ribs, and hams. We are online at brownfieldagnews.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at Brownfield. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD radio show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
To learn more.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read. And they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Frank Edward Gibson of Salem, formerly of St. James, passed away Tuesday, January 30th at the age of 52 years. Funeral services for Frank Gibson will be Tuesday at 11 o'clock at the James and Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation for family and friends of Frank Gibson will be tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar. Interment will be at the St. James Cemetery. And all arrangements for Frank Edward Gibson of Salem, formerly of St. James, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Verna Lou Inman, age 81 of Salem, passed away Friday, February 2nd. Funeral services for Verna Inman will be at 1 o'clock Tuesday, February 6th at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends will also be Tuesday from 11 a.m. until service time at 1. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. And all arrangements for Verna Lou Inman of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Lily May Herman of Salem passed away January 29th at the age of 78 years. Funeral services for Lily Herman will be Thursday, February 8th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will be held prior to the service from 11 a.m. in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock. Entry will be in the Byers in Montauk. And all arrangements for Lily May Herman of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commission met this morning at the courthouse. At the meeting in the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said his crew is hoping to finish the work being done on the new salt spreader box hangers. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported rock would be added and grading would be done on Dent County Road 3180, while only grading would be done on County Roads 3120 and 3135. He also indicated brush would be cut on County Road 3310. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson had nothing to report, and County Clerk Angie Curley said the first day to vote absentee would be February 20th for the municipal election in April, and that voting would take place at the courthouse. The next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Thursday at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. In an arrest warrant served last Thursday, February 1st, 23-year-old Jacob Stotler of Salem was charged with 3 felony counts of possession of child pornography. The probable cause statement indicates the investigation by the Missouri Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force began in 2021 from a cyber tip received about an online file storage account set up by Stotler. He was interviewed that year and admitted it was his account and that he knew its content. The probable cause statement says there were initially 5 videos discovered before the accounts was deleted, with additional videos later identified from the files that were submitted to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. His bond was set for $50,000. The charges against Stotler are only accusations and are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of the charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction whose duty it will be to determine his guilt or innocence. A man from Boss was arrested Monday, January 29th in St. James on Highway 68 at Highway 8 on 2 felony counts. One for the second degree of trafficking drugs and the other for the possession of a controlled substance. According to the probable cause statement, James E. Dixon of Boss was riding in the back seat of a vehicle that was pulled over for a traffic stop after leaving the MPC parking lot in St. James. The driver gave consent for officers to search the vehicle, where they found a large bag of a white crystalline substance next to where Dixon was seated. They also found a bag of capsules that had been kicked under the vehicle by Dixon, according to other passengers in the vehicle. Further, officers found a syringe on Dixon with a clear liquid, and that liquid was clear white liquid. Later, officers identified the white substance as 30 grams of meth, and the capsules contained fentanyl. Dixon's bond was set at $250,000 cash or surety. The charges against Dixon are only accusations that are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of the charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction whose duty it will be to determine his guilt or innocence. The Salem Police Department has released a report for their work during the week of January 20th through the 26th. On Saturday afternoon, January 20th at around 2 o'clock, officers responded to a male subject that was acting under the influence near the intersection of 1st and Warfel Streets. After investigating, the man was found to be in possession of capsules suspected to be fentanyl. As a result, a 37-year-old Salem man was incarcerated at the Dent County Jail. Later that evening, near 6 o'clock, officers were dispatched to the Truman Trailer Court for the report of an out-of-control subject. After arrival of officers, a 39-year-old Salem man was found to be uncooperative and under the influence and was placed on a 12-hour safe keep. On Sunday, January 21st at approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon, an officer concluded an investigation into shoplifting from Walmart on more than one occasion. During the investigation, it was found a male subject had been previously charged and trespassed from Walmart. As a result, a 44-year-old Salem man was arrested and issued a summons on burglary in the first-degree charges. On Monday, January 22nd at around noon, officers arrested 24-year-old Desiree Fish of Salem for an active capious warrant for her arrest. Fish was then incarcerated at the Dent County Jail. Finally, on Thursday afternoon, January 25th at approximately 3 o'clock, officers responded to an accident involving a school bus. It was reported that a vehicle crossed the center turn lane near the intersection of Center Street and Highway 19 and struck the school bus, which was able to get stopped and sound its horn. After an investigation was conducted and it was found the operator of the vehicle was intoxicated. As a result, a 56-year-old Salem woman was arrested and placed on a 24-hour hold pending the application of warrants. No injuries were reported or apparent in the crash. Please contact the Salem Police Department 573-729-4242 if you have any information regarding any ongoing investigation. The Missouri Department of Transportation plans to improve some bridges in Texas County. 3 bridges on Highway 137 will be replaced. The bridges to be replaced include the Highway 137 bridge over Pine Creek, located north of Texas County Road 3780. The bridge over Big Creek between Boaster Road and Big Creek Road, and the bridge over the South Prong, Jacks Fork, between Route U and Route AZ. Construction to replace the bridges could begin as early as spring of 2025. The roadway will be closed in the vicinity of each bridge for approximately 3 months during this time. Maps, plans, and other information prepared by the Missouri Department of Transportation or interested agency will be available for public inspection and copying at the Missouri Department of Transportation's regional office located at 3956 East Main Street in Willow Springs. Any person affected by these projects may request that a public meeting be held in regard to the proposed improvements. For more information, please contact MoDOT Project Manager Pete Berry at 417-469-6242 or MoDOT Area Engineer Elkin Alla at 417-469-6286. Comments and questions may also be submitted online at https://www.modot.org, and in the search bar look for Texas County Bridges. Please submit any comments by February 11th. The Salem Public Library reminds City of Salem residents and Denton County communities to participate in their 2024 Community Survey. The information they collect will be used to identify top priorities for the library and used to develop strategic, long-term plans for the future. The survey should take no longer than 5 to 7 minutes, and all responses will be kept anonymous. You can access the survey from a link that is pinned at the top of the Salem Public Library's Facebook page. Individuals who wish to complete a paper copy of the survey will be able to do so at the library during normal business hours. The library is located at 403 North Jackson Street in Salem. The survey will close after this Friday, February 9th. For questions about the survey or the Salem Public Library, its services, or current programming, please contact Kate McBride, Library Director at salemmopubliclibrary@gmail.com, or by phone at 573-729-4331. The Salem Memorial District Hospital Board of Directors has a vacancy for the Director of Election District 1. The SMDH bylaws in Section 206.090.1 RSMO provide that a vacancy on the board shall be filled by appointment by the remaining Board of Directors. The appointee will hold office until the municipal election to be held in April of 2025. Candidates for the Director of the Hospital District shall be citizens of the United States, voters of the Election District 1, and who have resided within the state for 1 year preceding the election and who are at least 30 years of age. Persons interested in being considered by the Board of Directors shall complete and file a request for appointment. The request for appointment form may be obtained in person at the Administrative Office of Salem Memorial Hospital, located 35629 Highway 72, Salem, between the hours of 8 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, through February 16th. 2024. Applicants are expected to appear at the special Board of Directors meeting that will be held on Friday evening, February 16th at 6 o'clock for a brief interview. District boundary information may be obtained at the Administrative Office of the Salem Memorial District Hospital during regular business hours. And that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
For your big game party, you better pop in. smile. Ask for help, for guides, for a recommendation to add some wine and beer to your beverage station. Discover something new and let the fun begin. Come on down to Total Wine and More for a guaranteed win.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Taro Complete Auto Care in Salem can take care of all of your automotive and diesel repair needs. Taro Complete Auto Care has these specials every week. Tuesday is Ladies' Day, and on Wednesday it's Seniors' Day, where you can get $2 off of your oil change. They also offer free delivery and pickup in the city limits. So for all of your automotive repair needs, the place to go is Taro Complete Auto Care at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Colby James scored 22 points, while Jace Rogers added 20 more as the Willow Springs Bears handed the Salem Tigers their first loss in the SCA Conference Friday night by the score of 72-57. Graydon Gapch had 7 3-pointers in the game for Salem, who falls to 2-1 in the SCA Conference and 11-10 overall. They'll host the Thayer Bobcats Tuesday night, starting with one half of a freshman game at 5:30, followed by the JV contest and then the varsity game. The varsity game will be on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. The Salem JV boys basketball Tigers will play in the Bourbon JV tournament that begins Wednesday at Bourbon. No schedule of games has yet been released. The Salem Lady Tigers will host Cuba tonight at 6 o'clock, starting with the JV contest with the varsity game to follow. The Lady Tigers have dropped their last 6 straight games and are 4-17 on the season. The varsity game will be heard on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. The Missouri Tigers lost to Vanderbilt Saturday afternoon 68-61 for their 9th straight loss. The Tigers were led in score by Noah Carter with 20 points, while Tamar added 17 more. Missouri is 0-9 in the SEC Conference and 8-14 on the season. They will host Texas A&M Wednesday night at 7:30. And that's been a look at local and regional sports and is brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs landed in Vegas yesterday for the Super Bowl, and opening night kicks off in Vegas, where the Chiefs and 49ers will speak to the media. It's the only time both teams will be together in one location before the game. Travis Kelce, looking forward to it.
It's all exciting stuff. It kind of builds and sets the tone for the whole week. It's the biggest stage in the world, man, and that's and that Monday night, that's going to be kind of where it starts for everybody. And at this point, man, I just love it, man. It's an exciting time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing that I've been able to enjoy a few times, man. So
the Chiefs are in their 4th Super Bowl in the last 5 seasons. Patrick Mahomes' dad was pulled over for DWI in Texas on Saturday. It's the 3rd time he's been arrested on that charge. The last time came in 2018. He spent 40 days in the county jail. Mizzou basketball is now 0-9 in the SEC after their 68-61 loss at Vandy, who picked up their first conference win. Noah Carter led the Tigers with 20 points, but scored his first 9 in the first minute and a half as Mizzou jumped out to a 20-9 lead and then went over 6 minutes without scoring. Dennis Gates.
But more importantly, those wide open shots that we got, they didn't fall. But you got to be able to make those open shots that I thought we were able to manufacture, but we just wasn't able to make them fall, which gave, Vanderbilt to close the half a 32-29 lead.
Tigers start the second half of conference play Wednesday hosting Texas A&M. The Mizzou women lost at Tennessee 80-69. They fall to 2-7 in SEC play. They're at number 1 South Carolina Thursday. The Royals are looking to lock up Bobby Witt Jr. MLB Network reports that the club and Witt have made some progress on a potential new contract extension. The 23-year-old hit .276 with 30 homers in 158 games last season. And the Cardinals adding to their pitching staff, signing reliever Keenan Middleton to a 1-year contract. He played with the Yankees and White Sox last year, a 3.338 ERA. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
What most people don't realize is the black vulture is very aggressive. But first calf heifers seem to be what we had the biggest problem with. Our older cows seem to be able to fight them off more.
There are resources available.
APHIS 100%, the USDA APHIS and their representatives. I'd say as soon as you think you have an issue, get in the process, get a hold of USDA APHIS. Make sure you do it the right way, go through the process. It's as simple as a phone call, and I would just say just reach out to them and get that done and be proactive.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking reminds us to salute our emergency first responders, law enforcement, firefighters, and paramedics for their professionalism, commitment, and bravery. These men and women are willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. First responders are the backbone of our country. They deserve our admiration, so thank them for everything they do for us. This message from Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking, a proud American company. Call 573-674-2644.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these great deals at K&H Auto Supply. Master Pro Red Spray Grease for $9.99. Mechanics Wear Fast Fit Black Work Gloves for $14.99 a pair. And a Performance Tool 120-volt LED drop light for $26.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today. It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at 7 at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser, Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014, and they can get you taken care of. Check out these New Year's savings at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You'll find Seafoam Concentrated Fuel Injector Cleaner starting at $4.99. Napa Extended Life Cooling System Antifreeze Plus Coolant for all makes and models starting at $12.99 for the 1 gallon size. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Do you or a family member have health care coverage through Missouri Medicaid or Mo HealthNet? The Family Support Division is required to make sure everyone still qualifies. You may need to take action to avoid losing coverage. Check your mail for notices from the Family Support Division and visit mydss.mo.gov/renew to create an account on the new benefit portal and to check renewal dates. That's mydss.mo.gov/renew. This message is sponsored by the Missouri Department of Social Services.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Cribbett. The governor says Missouri will put more boots on the ground to help Texas secure the southern border.
Elisa Nelson reports.
Governor Mike Parson has returned from the U.S.-Mexico border where he stood with 24 other Republican governors on Sunday to show support for Texas on its efforts to block illegal border crossings. Parson says the president and, quote, what's going on in Washington, D.C. is not going to secure the border at this point, unquote. Meanwhile, the U.S. House and Senate are at odds over proposed changes to immigration policy. Elisa Nelson, Missouri Net.
Current Missouri law requires state representatives to be at least 24 years old and state senators to be at least 30 in order to serve. A state House bill has been filed that would lower the required age to 18 for lawmakers serving in both chambers. To become law, the resolution would require approval of both the Missouri legislature and voters. You can find news online anytime at MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet.
7 million